They didn't choose you randomly. That toxic person who destroyed your confidence, made you question your reality, and left you feeling broken. They saw something in you from day one, something that made you the perfect target. What I'm about to tell you will change how you see every relationship in your life. Toxic people don't just stumble into victims. They hunt for specific traits, like predators scanning for the perfect prey. Understanding their selection process isn't about victim blaming. It's about recognizing your own valuable qualities and learning to protect them from people who would exploit them. Psychologists have studied manipulative behavior for decades, and what they've discovered is chilling. Toxic people are incredibly skilled at identifying and targeting specific personality types. They have a playbook, and once you know it, you can never be fooled again. This isn't about becoming cold or suspicious. It's about understanding your strengths so they can't be turned against you. Target number 1. The empathetic caregiver. You're the person who feels other people's pain as if it were your own. You see someone struggling and immediately want to help. You make excuses for bad behavior because you understand that hurt people hurt people. Toxic people spot your empathy from a mile away. They test it with sob stories about their past, tales of how everyone has wronged them, or dramatic crises that need your immediate attention and support. They know that your biggest strength, your ability to understand and forgive, can become your biggest weakness. They'll use your compassion to justify their cruelty, making you believe that helping them heal is your responsibility. Here's the key. Real healing doesn't require you to set yourself on fire to keep someone else warm. Your empathy should be honored, not exploited. Target number 2. The high achiever. You've got your life together. Good job, nice social circle, clear goals. You might think this makes you immune to toxic people, but actually, it makes you a prime target. Toxic people are attracted to success like moths to flame. They want to absorb your achievements, claim credit for your wins, and drain the energy that makes you successful. They start by love bombing you, making you feel like you found your biggest supporter. Then slowly, they begin undermining your confidence. You only got that promotion because you're lucky. People don't really like you, they just tolerate you. You think you're so much better than everyone else. They systematically tear down everything that makes you shine because your light threatens their darkness. They can't build themselves up, so they tear you down to their level. Target number 3. The people pleaser. You hate confrontation. You'd rather suffer in silence than cause a scene. You apologize even when you've done nothing wrong. You say yes when you mean no, because disappointing people feels unbearable. Toxic people can sense weak boundaries like sharks smell blood in water. They test you with small requests that gradually get bigger. Can you cover for me this once? Becomes, why are you being so selfish? When you finally try to say no. They know you'll bend over backwards to avoid conflict, so they create drama whenever you try to stand up for yourself. They train you to believe that your needs don't matter, and that keeping the peace is your job. You become addicted to their rare moments of approval, working harder and harder to earn something that should be freely given. Target number 4. The wounded healer. You've been through something difficult: abuse, loss, betrayal, trauma. You're still healing, still learning to trust again. You want to believe in the good in people because you refuse to let your past make you bitter. Toxic people study your wounds like a map to your vulnerabilities. They either position themselves as your savior, I'll never hurt you like they did, or as a fellow victim who understands your pain. They create what's called trauma bonding. a false intimacy based on shared suffering. They make you feel like you're healing together, like you're the only ones who truly understand each other. But instead of helping you heal, they keep your wounds fresh. They remind you of your trauma when you're getting stronger. They sabotage your healing when you're making progress because they need you to need them. Target number 5, the new person. You're the new employee, the person who just moved to town, the one trying to find your place in an established group. You're vulnerable because you're isolated and eager to belong. Toxic people pounce on newcomers with overwhelming friendliness. They volunteer to show you around, invite you to everything, make you feel incredibly special and welcomed. While you're grateful for their attention, they're studying you, learning your insecurities, your hopes, your fears. They're mapping out exactly how to control you once you're dependent on them. They become your primary source of information about everyone else. Oh, Sarah? She's nice, but she talks behind people's backs. Mike seems friendly, but he's actually really judgmental. They poison other potential relationships before they can form. Before you know it, they're your only real connection in this new environment. And that's exactly where they want you. Here's how toxic people actually choose their victims. They don't just pick one type. They look for a combination of vulnerability and value. First, they test your boundaries with small violations. They show up unannounced, interrupt you, or make slightly inappropriate comments. If you don't push back, you've passed their test. Next, they gather intelligence. They ask probing questions disguised as care. What's your biggest fear? What would devastate you most? Who do you trust most in the world? They're creating a psychological profile. Your triggers, your needs, your wounds, your dreams. All the information they need to control you completely. So how do you protect yourself? First, understand that having these qualities doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. The goal isn't to become cold or suspicious. Instead, practice saying no without over-explaining. Trust your gut when something feels off. Pay attention to how people respond to your boundaries. Healthy people respect them. Toxic people violate them. Build a diverse support network so you're never dependent on one person for all your emotional needs. And remember, real love doesn't require you to sacrifice your well-being. Your empathy, your success, your desire to please, your wounds, your openness, these aren't flaws to be ashamed of. They're beautiful human qualities that make you who you are. The right people will cherish these parts of you, not exploit them. They'll help you heal, not keep you wounded. They'll celebrate your success, not dim your light. Which of these target types resonated with you? Share in the comments. Sometimes naming our vulnerabilities takes away their power. And remember, you're not a victim. You're a survivor, learning to thrive. If this helped you understand toxic dynamics, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Make sure you subscribe our channel for more videos